The AI world just got shaken to its core. China has unveiled not one, but 2 trillion parameter AI giants in the same week. Alibaba's brand new Qwen3-Max preview is already outperforming Claude, DeepSeek, and even Google's Gemini. And right behind it, Moonshot AI, a $3.3 billion startup, has launched its upgraded Kimi model, boasting insane context windows and coding superpowers. This is more than just another AI upgrade. It's a power play on the global stage. Today, we're diving deep into what these trillion-parameter models really mean, how they're shaking up the AI arms race, and why the balance of power might be shifting fast. Let's break it down. Alibaba's Qwen series has always been competitive. But now, with Qwen3-Max preview, the company has pushed into a territory that very few dared to explore, the trillion-parameter scale. To put it in perspective, GPT-4 is still estimated at around 1.8 trillion parameters, though OpenAI has never confirmed. Gemini Ultra is thought to be in the multi-hundred billion range. But here's Alibaba, releasing a trillion-parameter preview model openly for enterprise testing. What's shocking is not just the size, but the performance. On multiple benchmarks, Qwen3-Max preview is beating Anthropic's Claude Opus, DeepSeek's high-performance models, and even giving Gemini Ultra a run for its money. For example, on reasoning-heavy benchmarks like MMLU and GSM-8K, Qwen3 scored higher than Claude and Gemini. In coding, it matched or surpassed GPT-4 Turbo in Python tasks. And in speed, Alibaba claims Qwen3 runs faster than ChatGPT with equivalent workloads. This shows something crucial. Alibaba isn't just scaling up blindly. They've optimized inference so that trillion-parameter models aren't just giant, but also practical. One of the most important upgrades with Qwen3-Max preview is the context window. We're now looking at 250,000 plus tokens of context. That's basically the ability to swallow an entire hundreds-page book in one go, analyze massive legal contracts end-to-end, power enterprise systems that need to process millions of words in real time. This goes beyond consumer chatbots. Imagine an AI system embedded inside a company that can read, analyze, and reason over decades of documents, policies, and transaction logs. That's where this is heading. Another shocker is Alibaba's pricing strategy. Unlike OpenAI's high-end pricing tiers, Alibaba is offering competitive, enterprise-friendly costs. While they haven't revealed exact long-term plans, reports suggest token costs undercutting GPT-4o and Claude Opus, free or low-cost tiers for integration into Alibaba cloud services. Discounts for enterprises that adopt Qwen3 for internal infrastructure. This could be the tipping point. Imagine a trillion-parameter model priced aggressively in markets like Southeast Asia, Africa, and Europe. It would directly challenge American dominance. Now, let's talk about the second bombshell. Moonshot AI's Kimi model. Moonshot AI is not some small startup. With $3.3 billion in funding, it's already one of China's most valuable AI companies. And its Kimi chatbot just got a massive upgrade. Key highlights: trillion-level architecture with smarter scaling laws. A huge context window, rivaling or even exceeding Qwen3. A focus on coding, with performance close to or better than GPT-4 Turbo in programming benchmarks. Fine-tuned for multilingual reasoning, making it especially powerful in Chinese plus English dual usage. Unlike Qwen3, which is aimed heavily at enterprise adoption, Kimi is pushing towards consumer applications. Long-form conversations without losing context, acting as a personal research assistant that can handle huge document loads, powering developer tools for large-scale software projects. Together, Qwen3 and Kimi represent a two-pronged attack, one for enterprise, one for consumers. Here's where things get even more interesting. China is moving strategically in the open versus closed source battle. On one hand, Alibaba has already open-sourced smaller Qwen models, making them available worldwide. These are gaining traction in research and startups. On the other hand, Moonshot is keeping Kimi closed source, focusing on monetization. This mirrors the US dynamic, Meta's Llama open-source push versus OpenAI's closed GPT-4 model. But here's the twist. China is now dominating both ends. Open-source leadership through Qwen. closed-source leadership through Kimi. This dual strategy could be game-changing, especially if they can scale adoption both in and outside China. Let's zoom out for a second. Why is this so significant? Because AI isn't just about chatbots anymore. It's about global power. Trillion-parameter models are infrastructure for the next digital economy. They'll shape industries like healthcare, defense, finance, and manufacturing. Whoever dominates this layer controls the future of digital intelligence. The United States, through OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google, has been leading, but with Alibaba and Moonshot hitting trillion parameters and doing it with competitive performance and pricing, the global balance could shift eastward. China is showing that it's not just catching up, it's leapfrogging. We're entering a new phase of the AI arms race, scale war. Who can build bigger, trillion-plus parameter models that actually work in the real world? Context war. Whose models can remember and reason over the largest possible contexts? Pricing war. Who can make trillion-parameter power affordable for enterprises and developers? Adoption war. Who can get governments, corporations, and everyday users to switch ecosystems? Right now, China is positioning itself as a serious contender in all four. Of course, there are risks. Trillion-parameter models come with huge costs and challenges. Training costs that run into hundreds of millions of dollars. Energy consumption that could rival entire data centers. Security risks if such powerful models are misused. Regulatory challenges, both inside China and internationally. But despite these hurdles, the progress is undeniable. So what's the takeaway? China just proved it can build trillion-parameter models that not only rival, but in some cases surpass, the best from the US. Alibaba's Qwen3-Max preview is a direct challenger to ChatGPT and Gemini. Moonshot's Kimi model is redefining consumer AI with massive context and coding superpowers. This isn't just about new chatbots. It's about who leads the next era of artificial intelligence. And for the first time, the balance of power is no longer clear. The AI arms race has officially entered a new phase, and the world is watching. So, what do you think? Will the United States hold its lead, or are we seeing the rise of a new AI superpower in China? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading everyone. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next big AI story.
Love exploring the world of technology and AI? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to NeoTech-Lens for more insightful and exciting content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest tech and AI innovations. Your support fuels our journey into the future of technology.